Hello, this is Andrew Parr, the founder of the Self-Help Academy. Now, if you're still struggling to pay the bills, or experiencing self-doubts, or wondering when you will ever really solve your problems and get what you want from life, you really need to watch this short video, because in it I will reveal how you can personally break free of repeating cycles such as negative thinking, destructive behaviors, and unwanted emotions, for example. Plus, I'll explain how I'm going to help you to overcome any situation where you currently feel blocked or challenged, including relationships, money, personal problems, and so on, by teaching you what can only be described as magical techniques and ideas that will literally turn your life around so amazingly, you will actually find it difficult to remember what it used to be like to be you, with the fears, worries, and anxieties you have right now. And I'm not sure how long this video will be available, so do make sure you watch all the way through to the end right now, because if you're like most people, you do have a desire to improve at least one or more areas of your life. It may be to have a better income, a better body, a better relationship, or better self-esteem, for example. But the problem is, if you are like most people, you're also stuck in a frustrating cycle you find difficult to break. Snakes and ladders is what I call it. You may know it as chutes and flutes or something similar. It seems no matter how hard you try to change, life just keeps throwing the same things back at you. However much you try to stay positive or think positive, you still end up back at the bottom where you started, struggling to pay the bills, or experiencing low self-esteem, or expecting bad news, or wondering when you'll ever really break free of the problems to get on with life the way you want to. Now, as you may know, I've been through this myself as well in many areas of my life, but I've also discovered that it doesn't have to be that way. I've discovered that it's entirely possible for you or anybody to liberate yourself from these patterns and go on to fulfill your desires again and again, whatever they may be, and in whichever area of life that you choose. The problem is, right now, you probably don't have direct access to the right kind of help required to make those changes. It's not taught in schools, it's not taught in colleges, so you've probably had to go through life learning the hard way. Picking up bits and pieces of information when and where you can. But if you don't pick up the right information or the right advice, you just end up right back where you started, feeling fed up and frustrated once again. Now, to help you solve this problem, I'm going to give you the essential missing pieces of the puzzle and show you how to implement powerful ideas into your life, not just today, but every day, that will enable things to change for you. My personal experience has taught me that anyone can do this when you know how. And it's actually very simple and very doable when you have the right information and the right way to apply it. First, and rather controversially though, I don't necessarily believe in positive thinking or affirmations in the way they're normally taught. I think they cause confusion, frustration, and often make you feel worse, even though they may have been very well intended. Second, I also don't believe in Pollyanna wishful thinking. Smiling in times of crisis may help get you through, but it is unsustainable and unhealthy in the long run. Third, my personal experience, based on more than 20 years in private practice and over 12,000 hours of clients, plus hours and hours of personal research, has taught me that there needs to be some kind of internal shift before your external circumstances will change. When you make that internal shift, you will begin to make different choices and different decisions, which means you will get different results. New opportunities will arise with more favourable outcomes, and you will manage to avoid the old pitfalls that would have previously held you back. You will feel and become more successful in whichever area of life you apply this to. For example, if you have financial worries or are fed up being stuck in the same financial situation, or if you're tired of being in debt or struggling to pay the bills, or if you feel trapped in your career, unable to move on, there is a way